Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Underwood. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A check on the numbers receiving for Anderson last week. 4 catches, 51 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Underwood. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
To throw is Roberts. Off the play fake. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, it's Sherman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Underwood looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. That one complete to Anderson. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Roberts off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Roth. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Whitaker. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He finds his man Johnson. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Roberts now to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Underwood. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing again. Underwood. Complete to Washington. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. On first down, it's Sherman. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On second down, it's Sherman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
To throw on third down, Underwood. He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Underwood. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Roberts. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw. Roberts. Throw left side complete. It's Roth. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Roberts. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll try the left side. Moss. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Come on, fellas.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Underwood. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Underwood. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Whitaker. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on 1st down. Sherman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
On 1st down, it's Sherman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Underwood. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Underwood. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Roberts. Off play action. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
On the ground, Whitaker.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw is Roberts on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down.
On 1st and 10. Underwood. Washington's got it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, switch.
Operating from the gun. Underwood firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Underwood, and Anderson's got it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And an alley to run.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We got this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Whitaker. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Underwood underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Underwood. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Roberts throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ruff. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Whitaker. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Roberts now to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Roberts on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Whitaker, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd down now, it's Whitaker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Roberts. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Keep doing you, boy.
They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Roberts over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Roberts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Roth. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitaker.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Roberts operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sherman, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Underwood. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherman. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, it's Sherman. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 3. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Whitaker. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Roberts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on first down. Sherman. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sherman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Panthers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Underwood. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off play action. Underwood. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Underwood.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? guard the first down line, make sure they don't get there, and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Roberts. Throwing to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check, 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 check.
Roberts from the gun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Roberts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roth. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Underwood. Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw. Underwood. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roberts now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And he whips that one incomplete there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Roberts operating from the gun. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 16. A little over 80 ticks to go. Somehow they need to come up with a pair of touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Here's Roberts throwing after the interception. Screen play, Johnson. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Looking to throw. Roberts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Roth. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw is Roberts. Throwing on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Roberts on 1st and 10. Johnson's got it complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That's no good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,